Hello students, welcome to the second part of chapter number 4, Disaster Management. In last lecture, we learned about disaster. Its types. There are two types of disasters, natural disasters and man-made disasters. Also, we have learned about the four important disasters. Today, we are going to learn about disaster management. What is disaster management? Making plans to face the disasters and developing capacity to face them is called disaster management. So, disaster management includes both making plans and developing capacity to face the disasters. Basically, disaster management aims at reducing or avoiding the losses from hazards, assuring immediate assistance or help to the victims of disasters, and achieving rapid and effective recovery. There are many functions, or we can say there are many preventive measures which are undertaken under disaster management. So for that, community participation is very important. Disaster management is possible only when there is community participation. Without the participation of the people, it is not possible. So we can say that disaster management and community participation goes hand in hand. There are different types of disasters. There are natural disasters, there are man-made disasters. So, these disasters can occur anytime. For that, making plans to face them is very important. For that, emergency planning and management must be done. So, emergency planning and management are the two important components of disaster management. In India, there is an institute that undertakes planning and implementation of this disaster management work. This institute is named as National Disaster Management Authority, that is NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority. This institute was established in the year 2005. It undertakes all the work related to disaster management. So, although there is an authority, there is an institute to handle these disasters, but it is our moral responsibility to help and support each other at the time of disasters. So disaster management is very important. Okay. Now here are some important contact numbers for disaster management. For calling police, we should dial 100. For fire brigade, we should dial 101. For calling ambulance, we should dial 102. And for calling disaster management cell, we should dial 108 or 112. So these are some emergency helpline contact numbers during the disasters. Okay. Remedial and preventive measures. Now, we should take the following preventive or remedial measures before or in the case of any natural or man-made disasters. So, following are the measures. First is we should carefully watch news on radio and TV so that we will be getting the time to time updates about the disasters. Then we should use battery operated radios and mobile phones. This is because, for example, during the disasters like storms, there might be a chance of electricity disruption. So for that, the phones and radios should be battery operated. Then we should follow the warnings issued by the meteorological department very carefully. Meteorological department gives time to time update about the weather conditions, about the disasters occurring in different places. So we should carefully follow that warnings. Then we should follow the website named as www.imd.gov.in. This is the website of Indian Meteorological Department. So we should follow that website, as time to time updates can be obtained from that website. Now next is, in hilly areas, because of heavy rains or cloud bursts, there might be the chances of occurring landslides. So we should not take shelter at the foot of the hills during heavy rains. Instead of that, we should take shelter at some safe places. Then in case of floods, we should not stay in low-lying areas for a long time if it is not necessary. Low-lying areas means the areas which lies close to water or ground level. The areas which are lying close to water or ground level are called as low-lying areas. Okay, so we should not stay in low-lying areas for a long time if it is not necessary, because during floods water gets accumulated in this low-lying areas only. So we should stay away from such low-lying areas. Then we should stay away from the river banks. Okay, because during floods there might be a chances of the rivers overflowing. Okay, so we should stay away from low-lying areas. We should stay away from river banks. We should take shelter at some safe places at the heights. Then during floods we should not walk or we should not drive any vehicle into the flowing water or into the gushing water. Okay, then during earthquakes we should take safe roads. Then different disasters, man-made disasters, natural disasters occurs. So during these disasters, relief camps are arranged. So in that relief camps, they provide medicines, food packets, drinking water, first aid, etc. They provide various facilities to the victims of disasters. Okay, so people should take shelter there to obtain proper treatment, proper help. Okay, then there are various public places such as theaters, market places, okay, railway stations, airports. Okay, so at these public places fire extinguishers must be installed, because there are the bright chances of occurring fire in these public places. So fire extinguishers should be installed at all public places. Okay, so these are some of the preventive measures which we should take during the time of disasters. Okay, so I hope you have understood what we have learned today. Okay, so in the next lecture we will be completing the remaining chapter. Okay, so till that, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. Thank you.